Yeah, just really wanted to get Randall in there, and versus the left-handed starter was a chance. So yeah, they'll be back in. But it's, again, trying trying to find some guys that can hit. So trying to switch it up a little bit.
Think the bats were any more competitive at times for them at all?
I think when you lose and you don't have success, it's easy to say you hit a lot of balls hard, and we have. And in fairness, we have. But I think the thing where we're at, Chase, to be honest with you, is you got to be careful that that's not your excuse. Hey, we're hitting it right at them. That's true, but we also had two balls that one in one inning went about probably 32 miles an hour off the bat, and I think if the kid would have let it go, it would have went foul. And then the next ball was foul, and they called fair, and we got a hit out of it. So we got two hits in one inning that I don't think really are hits. So it does even out. It may not even out in one game, and there's times where the ball goes right at people, but there's also times where the ball falls in for you. And again, when you struggle, I think you look at those things. But the at bats have to be better together. That's the problem. You're going to end up getting 27 outs, but there's got to be some innings where you take advantage. Once again, no errors on the other side of the ball. We gotta walk. We got to get hit. We got to get some hits, and we got to make them make errors so we can put an inning together and score some runs.
As a coach, I guess, how do you kind of go about managing the psyche of your team after a stretch like this so early in the season?
They know. I mean, it's it's not a secret, that we've lost 4 in a row and we haven't played well. But that's the reason that we've got to this point. We got to this point because we haven't played with a ton of confidence, and it's not the team that we've seen for 6 months. And there's guys that have played well. It's great to see Campbell swing well, and the guy that we talked about is coming off an injury. It's Leger's played well, and there's guys that have been on and off that had some really good games. Ross is swinging it well, but collectively we're not swinging it well, and we got to continue to fight. And they say hitting's contagious, so somebody's got to get us going. Somebody's kind of got to be that icebreaker, but also not hitting's contagious, and so we got to kind of break that cycle.
We only saw the one in Hawaii. How has Jackson been so far this year? Just Ross, sorry.
He's been good. Especially I think since we've gotten back, he's had some good at bats. I think like a lot of the guys, probably feeling his way through the first few games, and wasn't probably as aggressive as he could be. But he's gotten some good swings off, especially since we've gotten back. You can see it, not just a home run. And so no, he's a hitter. He's going to hit. I don't have a doubt, and I think we will hit. We got to hit. Now. We can't wait, for another week or two.
I apologize. It's not what's on your mind, but getting Tim's parents back last night, the statue, and just kind of getting that done.
Yeah, really cool, and it's one of the decisions that the administration made that we didn't want the statue to sit for a couple more years while they're renovating the stadium, and when the new First Champions Plaza opens up, and that's where it'll eventually move, outside the stadium. It's going to be really neat, really cool. But then, that's 4 years after you won the championship, and they wanted to lose some of its, luster. In fairness to Tim, fairness to his family, and everything else. But then it's hard to do when you're kind of putting it up temporary. Tim's playing. Didn't seem to bother him. Hit a home run his first at bat, so that was really neat. But it was, I think, special for his parents to be here, and what a cool thing to, for your son not only to have the career that he's had, but what is there, 3 statues, in the athletic department? One of them's his. So they played a lot of games, a lot of sports, and for his parents to drive up from Tampa to be here last night, I thought was really neat.
Thanks, Mike.
All right, guys, appreciate it.